Okay. Um, let's see if someone is already here. Okay. What I recommend you to do is to mute the YouTube link for you guys at Spokane, because otherwise there is a delay, and so you will get confused. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And let's see here. Well, there's no one here yet, but it's okay. It will be recorded. So in the future, the people who registered are going to be able to watch it. Okay.
Okay.
Now I am going to share my screen. Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. Right now, we're going to start our webinar, which is about the advantages of studying at a community college. And we're joined by Catherine Thompson from Spokane Falls Community College. And also Andrea, I don't remember how it's spelled, your last name. Sorry, Andrea, but you can also introduce yourself. Sorry. And well, they're going to walk us through these types of institutions that have many advantages when it comes to international students. But first of all, we're going to speak a little bit about Education USA, and it is a program by the United States State Department that helps students to study their bachelor's or graduate or an intensive English course in the United States. We have 27 advising centers in Mexico, and all of our services are free of charge. Now, I'm going to give the word to Catherine Thompson, our guest, about studying at community colleges. So, right now, Catherine, if you would like to please share with us all the information.
Sure. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Catherine Thompson. I am the recruiter and admissions manager for the community colleges of Spokane. We're located in Spokane, Washington, in the state of Washington. So we're on the northwest corner of the United States, located next to Canada. So you may have heard of Seattle. Spokane is the second largest city in our state. I've worked in international education for about 10 years in a variety of different roles. I am a huge proponent for community college education, and we'll go into more details a little later. But we're so happy to be here with you this afternoon.
In Spanish. Mi nombre es Andrea, soy de Colombia, soy estudiante internacional. En este momento estoy haciendo todos los requerimientos para poder entrar al programa de enfermería y también estoy trabajando aquí como la ayudante de Catherine. Soy la embajadora de español y le estoy ayudando en todo lo que es el reclutamiento de los estudiantes internacionales, poderlos traer, explicarles todo el proceso, cómo es esta experiencia y bueno, aquí estamos.
Sí, y aunque yo hablo algo de español, yo voy a presentar hoy en inglés porque mi inglés está mejor que mi español. So without further ado, let us continue with our presentation. So briefly, we're gonna again go over what is a community college, why you might consider studying at a community college, and we're going to tell you lots of information about our community college and community colleges in general. So to start out with, we want to kind of compare a community college to a university. In general, well, historically, I'll give you a little bit of a background. So currently in the United States, almost half of all of students studying at an undergraduate level are studying in community colleges. There are over close to 2,000 community colleges throughout the United States. So they're very common. They're very prolific. Many students are studying in them. Community colleges were originally founded at the beginning of the last century, so the early 1900s, and they started out as offering kind of a liberal arts education. So students would study kind of a little bit of everything. They'd study a little science, a little math, a little art, a little history. Then the Second World War came along in the 40s, right? In the 1940s. And the country at that time, the US, saw a need to provide more specialized technical training, so that there were a skilled workforce to go out and produce what was needed at that time to support the country. So today, community colleges offer both programs. We offer kind of a strong liberal arts foundational program for the first 2 years of your undergraduate study, and we offer professional technical programs that prepare students to work in high pay, usually high pay, high skill areas. So we'll go into more detail about that. But I'll let Andrea give you a little bit more of an overview.
Bueno, el community college generalmente ofrece programas técnicos o licenciaturas que va a tener una duración de 2 años. Y luego de los 2 años de estar graduado, puedes salir a trabajar, como también tienes la opción de ir a una universidad en caso tal de que quieras continuar tus estudios y hacer una carrera más sólida, una carrera más grande, profesional. Entonces, esa es una de las diferencias de un community college y la universidad. Generalmente los estudiantes inician sus 2 años de carrera en un community college y luego se transfieren a la universidad, ya que el community college es un poco más económico, entonces van a ahorrar un poco más de dinero mientras empiezan sus 2 años y luego son transferidos. Como ya habíamos dicho, los costos son menores en el community college y la diferencia es que en el community college no se ofrecen ni posgrados ni masters. El community college se basa más como en hacer pregrados y, como dije, técnicas o licenciaturas, en caso tal de que quieras solamente estudiar 2 años, pero ya si quieres estudiar los 4 años completos para hacer una carrera, ya podrías transferirte después a una universidad.
Yeah, so throughout this presentation, you'll be hearing us talk about these 2 types of pathways for students who are starting at a community college, either transfer or career or technical courses. Most of our international students do choose to do the 2+2, or they choose to study their first 2 years with us and then transfer to a 4-year university and finish their last 2 years at the university. Or college. It could be a 4-year college as well. So what are some of the reasons? Why would somebody choose to study at a community college?
Bueno, porque como habíamos dicho principalmente es un poco más económico para comenzar la carrera. Vamos a ahorrar 2 años en dinero para luego transferirnos a una universidad que es un poco más costoso. También tienen la oportunidad o la posibilidad de terminar, de graduarse en 2 años. Digamos, vamos a ser diseñador gráficos, un ejemplo. Entonces, vengo al Community College, hago mis 2 años como diseñador gráfico, me gradúo y después de graduarme, si no decido estudiar más e ir a una universidad, sino comenzar a trabajar, puedo hacerlo. Como estudiantes internacionales tenemos la opción de graduarnos del college e ir y hacer un año de trabajo, trabajar, hacer prácticas, poder adquirir la experiencia que todos queremos tener después de graduados. Y después, si ya después de terminar esa práctica decides ir y seguir, continuar pues como el estudio, vas a la universidad y después de graduarte de la universidad, ya como una carrera profesional en general, ya tienes la oportunidad de hacer otro año de estudio, de trabajo, perdón.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's definitely some advantages with regards to cost, right? We offer a significant cost savings usually, and also 2 opportunities to work at the undergraduate level.
Mm-hmm.
So we do know that there are, well, you may or may not know that there are some stereotypes. So we would like to give you a little quiz. So the first question, community colleges es solo para estudiantes que no pueden entrar a la universidad?
Falso, completamente falso. Entrar a una universidad puede ser un poco más complicado, pero no significa que sea imposible. Aparte de eso, podemos decir que la mayoría de estudiantes van al Community College primero, precisamente porque pues todos queremos ahorrar dinero, todos queremos poder tener la posibilidad de estudiar y gastar un poco menos. Entonces, es una opción que los estudiantes generalmente adquieren para comenzar sus estudios, ahorrar un poco de dinero y luego transferirse a una universidad para terminar sus otros 2 años, porque generalmente serían 4 años en una universidad, entonces aquí los dividen en dos en el Community College y 2 en la universidad. En esos 2 en el Community College ahorras dinero y ya en la universidad, pues obviamente se va a subir un poquito más el costo, pero no tiene absolutamente nada que ver. De hecho, una persona que estudie en un Community College tiene las puertas, o sea, dependiendo de qué tan buenas notas tenga y qué tan dedicado sea en su estudio, va a tener puertas abiertas en una universidad, va a ser más fácil entrar a una universidad.
Sí, y muchos de nuestros estudiantes van a las mejores universidades en los Estados Unidos.
Uh-huh.
Y muchos de ellos reciben becas a continuar sus estudios
Uh-huh.
al próximo nivel.
Uh-huh.
¿Cierto o falso? Community College solo tiene clase básica a un nivel de menos calidad.
También es totalmente falso porque, como estaba explicando, el Community College, una vez más, es donde vas a iniciar tus 2 primeros años de carrera. ¿Qué quiere decir iniciar los 2 primeros años de carrera? Sea en una universidad, sea en cualquier país, cuando estás iniciando una carrera, es claro que vas a iniciar viendo las materias básicas para luego ir avanzando. Entonces, claro, en el Community College vas a ver las materias bases, esas materias que van a ser esa base de lo que vas a construir a futuro. Entonces, sí, vamos a ver las materias básicas, pero no significa que va a ser menos calidad. Son profesores excelentes que tienen excelentes técnicas de enseñanza para los estudiantes, que hacen las cosas bien, muy divertidas, aparte que son 100% profesionales.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, in fact, in our all of our institutions in Washington State, in order to work, we're a public institution. So, community colleges tend to be public institutions. All of our professors are required to have a master's degree or higher. And the other kind of unique difference between the professors that work at a community college is oftentimes they're here solely to teach. at some universities, especially the research universities, a lot of the professors, the faculty member are working on research projects and may even have graduate students teach their courses. Our classrooms are small. We have on an average 25 students per teacher, per professor. They're all highly prepared. Many of the faculty that work at a community college often come from the industry that they've worked in too. So they've had a successful career. They haven't only been in academia. So they have some really real life experience that I think helps our students. For example, you had a professor, right, who is very connected to the nursing area.
Exactly. Son profesores que han tenido toda la experiencia y que vienen a enseñarnos a nosotros como estudiantes, pero ya con toda la experiencia habida y por haber, pues ya tienen mucha experiencia. Yo tengo un profesor en el programa de nursing que él ha tenido pues demasiada experiencia, aparte que tiene conexiones con toda esta parte de enfermería, entonces nos ayudan mucho como a meternos en el cuento, como bueno, yo te puedo ayudar en esto, te puedo ayudar a conseguir un trabajo, o sea, se meten mucho con los estudiantes y nos ayudan impresionante para poder cumplir esas metas que tenemos.
Yeah. Moreover, there are installations or our infrastructure on campus is state of the art oftentimes too. Sometimes it even it mirrors universities and in some cases exceeds kind of the facilities available to students in our area. For example, one of our campuses, we have a cadaver lab, which is unique. We're one of 2 higher education institutions in our area that have such a lab that really gives students interested in the health sciences, interested in pre-medicine, nursing, etc., hands-on experience to work with cadavers. Another example is we have a planetarium that was constructed less than 5 years ago that provides full, access to the sky, the night sky through simulation. That is a pretty phenomenal experience as well, and one that the students have full access to.
Exacto. Tienen muy buenas instalaciones, tal cual hechas para cada uno de los programas.
The other advantage of starting at a community college is access. So we've explained that our costs tend to be lower than a university, and sometimes like 2 or 3 times less costly than a university in our area. But also we have a fairly simple admission process that allows students to easily apply, enter, and start your education without too much difficulty.
Bueno, entonces podemos decir que en el Community College no vamos a requerir un GPA mínimo, ellos no van a mirar eso, ni van a mirar los resultados del SAT ni del ACT, ninguno de los dos van a mirar. O como dijimos anteriormente, ofrecemos esa oportunidad de poder trabajar y practicar después de graduarnos. Tenemos cantidades de programas, tenemos más de 120 programas que ofrecemos. Además de eso, también tenemos un programa de inglés, el de ESL, tenemos American Success Program y Honor Classes también. Y tenemos también acuerdos con otras universidades grandes, importantes, universidades muy buenas para poder hacer esa transferencia de esos últimos años en los que se desea terminar la carrera.
Yeah, and in continuation of dispelling the stereotype or the stigma associated with community college, many accomplished, famous, very talented individuals have started their undergraduate education at a community college. So Walt Disney is an example of one. We've got the astronaut Aline Collins is another. Tom Hanks is a famous community college grad who is promoted community college education pretty widely. So you can start here and you can really go anywhere. So now we're gonna share a little bit more about who we are and in our lovely city of Spokane. Again, we're located in Washington State. So on the map here in the middle, we're the state on the upper left-hand side of the country, or as we call it here, the Northwest. Spokane is the second largest city. We have a little less than 500,000 residents in our area. So we're a small city by most world standards, but for the US standards, we're considered medium size. We've got, public transportation. We've got a symphony. We have arts and culture, but we also don't have the high costs that you might find in a lot of the more well-known cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York. We also have beautiful natural surroundings. So with a short drive, outside, even within the city, but a short drive outside of the city, you'll be deep within the Rocky Mountains, where there's beautiful rivers and alpine lakes, mountains to explore.
Demasiadas cosas para hacer, podemos hacer demasiadas cosas, demasiadas actividades, y mucho de eso es gracias como al cambio de estaciones también, porque no va a estar uno como en la monotonía. Tenemos cosas para hacer en invierno, cosas para hacer ahorita en la primavera, luego viene el verano y entonces ir al lago, y luego viene el otoño. O sea, siempre hay muchas cosas para hacer. Es una ciudad muy bonita y no muy grande, pero con muchas cosas que se pueden realizar.
We also, just in continuation of that, we've got this weekend, one of our famous activities in Spokane is called Bloomsday. There's over 50,000 runners. It's been going on since the 70s. Like the whole city gets involved. So it's a race for top athletes who come from around the world to compete for monetary prizes. But then there's also a lot of people running and walking, pushing strollers, sometimes with their family members, for a 12K race. And also we're kind of famous for our river that runs through the center of town. It's called the Spokane River. Spokane comes from an indigenous word, or a tribal. It's a tribal word. It means children of the sun. So unlike Seattle, which is famous for its rain, Spokane has over 265 days of sunshine every year. So just to go into a little bit more detail about some of the resources available at community colleges, we're going to tell you kind of some of the resources that we offer.
Okay, ¿por qué Spokane Community College? Primero hacen una evaluación de nivelación. Ellos siempre van a mirar en dónde estás, pues en qué punto estás, cómo estás en tu inglés, cómo estás en tus matemáticas. Vamos a tener asesorías académicas en las que siempre vamos a acompañarte en todo tu proceso de estudio, nunca te vamos a dejar solo. Si tienes dudas, preguntas, en las matrículas también siempre estamos pues como asesorándote, acompañándote, estrategias y las técnicas de estudio. Como había dicho, tenemos el centro de tutorías, tener esa experiencia del primer año después de graduarse, y siempre planeando pues como al futuro, poderlos ubicar para dónde van, qué es lo que quieren, cómo lo quieren hacer. O sea, prácticamente ellos siempre están acompañándonos a nosotros como estudiante en todo el proceso, desde el inicio hasta el final, desde que me matriculo, cómo es mi proceso de matriculación, de aplicación, hasta cómo es mi proceso de graduación y cómo va a ser mi proceso de práctica. Si tienes inconvenientes, si tienes dudas, ellos siempre están ahí, o sea, es una escuela que siempre está con el estudiante.
Yep, and you know, again, we have lots of programs to involve students in campus life. One of a favorite with our international students is called International Peer Mentors and Global Cafe, and our students in this program will get together, international students and non-international students, over a theme and food every Wednesday. It's really fun. The students oftentimes make some great friends in this program, and it gives students, especially our students who are learning English, the opportunity to interact, work on their English skills.
Esa es otra cosa que me gustó o me parece muy bonito de Spokane Community College. Como yo decía, como dije hace un momentico, siempre están como en todo el proceso del estudiante. Entonces, no es como una institución que solo está enfocado como en, no, necesito que este estudiante pues estudie porque necesitamos simplemente que pague o no. Ellos están con nosotros, o sea, en todo nuestro proceso. Por ejemplo, yo estuve en el programa de inglés, yo inicié acá en el programa de inglés donde estaba aprendiendo inglés y ellos se preocupan por uno como estudiante, no solamente como por ofrecerle el programa, sino para ayudarle a uno a emergerse más en la cultura, en el idioma, de uno poderse sentir más tranquilo, más confiable como en todo eso. Entonces, para ellos crean programas en el colegio para hacer que cada uno de los estudiantes se sienta cómodo con cada una de las cosas que está haciendo. Y ahí es a donde yo voy, que ellos siempre están en un acompañamiento con nosotros, nunca nos dejan solos.
And again, the cost is a huge factor for many students. As you may have heard, the cost of higher education in the United States is very expensive. So as you can see in this chart, you can start with us. You will pay a fraction of the price that you will pay at other universities for your first 2 years with us. We also offer some scholarship opportunities. The scholarship opportunities range in award amounts, but they are available through our foundation. You wanna add anything?
La fundación de becas, como dijimos una vez, es una fundación que ofrece ayuda al estudiante, pero la da una vez al año y tiene muchos diferentes tipos de beca. Tú entras a la página que está ahí, que puedes ver ahí, y ahí vas a encontrar becas para todo tipo de personas, para mujeres solteras, para personas que están estudiando enfermería, para ingenieros, o sea, vas a encontrar diferentes requerimientos que pueden ser muy, muy asequibles para nosotros como estudiantes. Entonces hay mucha oportunidad, mucha para aplicar.
And we have advisors who can help, will walk you through the application process and can help you be competitive for the scholarships as well. We also offer some different housing options. One of our most popular programs on our campus is our homestay program, which gives the students the opportunity to live with a local family. In my opinion, I think especially if you're learning English, this is a great program to start in. That doesn't mean you have to stay. You may eventually find some friends and want to move into an apartment together, but this gives you a great opportunity to get to know the city, the culture. This program is run out of our office, so all of our families are vetted. We run background checks. We make sure that that you will have a good and safe place to live. All of the homes include, you have your own bedroom, access to high-speed internet. You can choose whether or not you'd like food included or not, and the price that you pay monthly will vary accordingly.
Ujú.
So to give you an idea on the cost of living. So if you do our homestay program and with food, it's $650 per month. If without food, that means you will purchase and prepare your own food. It's $400 a month.
Y generalmente este es un programa para cualquier persona que quiera ir a vivir con familia, pero es un programa que se ofrece mucho para menores de edad, ya que hay estudiantes que todavía están entre los 16, 17 años y quieren venir a hacer, por ejemplo, el programa de High School Completion Program, a terminar sus últimos 2 años de la high school. Entonces, les ofrecemos este programa porque precisamente es muy seguro, es un programa seguro donde puedes estar con una familia y nada va a suceder porque ellos investigan todo eso.
Again, we have over 120 programs of study, so we really oftentimes have something for almost everyone at the undergraduate level, in all different facets or areas.
Hay de todo, desde negocios hasta arte, ciencias, agricultura, o sea, es demasiado variado. Tienes todas las opciones para iniciar tu carrera porque tienen abiertos demasiados programas, inclusive música, aprender a tocar un instrumento, son muy variables en sus programas.
We also have a number of 2+2 agreements, or transfer admission guarantee programs that allow our graduates to transfer seamlessly or easily to one of our partner universities. This list is growing all the time. And as you can see, there's a number of schools, mostly in our area, that we've partnered with. But our students are not limited to transfer to these institutions only. We have a number of students this year that have been accepted to really great programs and schools across the country. UCLA, Architecture School, for example, University of Illinois Business School, Penn State. So really your options are wide open.
Sí, y son universidades que si tienen un convenio con nosotros es porque ellos creen que precisamente esas bases que estamos ofreciendo nosotros cumplen las expectativas que ellos requieren como universidades y son universidades muy buenas, entonces eso es un gran punto a favor.
Now we're going to talk a little bit about our English program. A lot of community colleges do have an English program. So if you want to study English for a short period of time, that could be an option, affordable option on a university campus. Or if your intention is to study long-term in the United States, you can start out in our English program. Which means you don't even have to submit a TOEFL for admission to our school. Do you want to share a little bit, Andrea, about the program?
Es un programa excelente, es un programa diseñado para estudiantes internacionales, precisamente para prepararnos a nosotros para poder enfrentarnos a un mundo académico y también a la cultura americana. Consta de 4 niveles. Cuando ya vas a iniciar el programa, ellos te evalúan para conocer cuál es tu nivel de inglés, cómo estás en el inglés, para saber si comienzas o en el nivel 1 o si vas a comenzar en el nivel 4. Eso depende de tu habilidad en el idioma. Ellos trabajan todas las habilidades, tanto el habla, la escucha, la escritura, la gramática, la lectura, y es un programa intensivo, es un programa precisamente que se enfoca en que tú aprendas el idioma. Entonces, son por lo menos que unas 5 o 6 horas de estudio, no sé exactamente el número de horas, pero es intensivo, ellos se enfocan en que cada día trabajes bien en cada una de las habilidades y es fenomenal, es fenomenal.
Yeah.
La verdad que sí.
Our program is a little unique is because it's integrated. So it's not just teaching English, speaking and then teaching writing. They teach over a dedicated subject, which really gives you a comprehensive approach to learning a language.
Y también, perdón, Katie,
Sí,
también te preparan para ese mundo académico, porque en mi experiencia, por ejemplo, para mí en Colombia, escribir un ensayo o un essay es totalmente diferente a cómo se hace acá en Estados Unidos. Entonces, ellos precisamente se enfocan en prepararte no solamente en el idioma, sino en que puedas más adelante ser o estar en un nivel académico adecuado para precisamente llegar a una universidad. Entonces, te enseñan a hacer investigaciones, te enseñan a hacer resúmenes, te enseñan a hacer ensayos o los essays. O sea, es muy, muy completo, es un programa muy completo.
Okay. And if you just wanted to come and study for the summer, that could be an option too. The program is shortened, so usually we're on a quarter system. Our summer is a little bit shorter. It begins at the beginning of July and ends in mid-August, so it's about 8 weeks instead of 12 weeks. And it could be a great intensive English experience for you to quickly acquire some of the English skills you might be seeking.
Pero son 8 semanas, pero son más horas de estudio, lo que no le quita la calidad al programa, porque el programa sigue siendo de muy buena calidad. Quita semanas, pero aumentan horas, entonces viene siendo prácticamente más o menos lo mismo.
Sí, siempre va a tener 20 horas de clase cada semana. Entonces va a asistir por más horas cada día en vez de
más días.
Sí. So we just talked about our short-term study options. We also have a number of fun academic classes too. So if you were looking for this kind of, your English is strong, but maybe you wanted to take an art class, maybe you're in high school and you want to do a summer program, consider coming to us and taking some academic classes over the summer. They may be transferable back to your university in Mexico. So that could be an option as well. We have 2 campuses and many options. When I was in high school, I took an art class. I took a pottery class at the university in my town, and then I did not need to take that class at the university because I transferred it over, even though I was in high school when I did it. So our upcoming application deadlines are.
So, para verano entonces sería el 17 de mayo, es el límite, la fecha límite para poder aplicar. Y ya para el otoño sería agosto 2. Entre más rápido, si quieres venir, por ejemplo, para verano, entre más rápido hagas la aplicación, más rápido te muevas con todo ese proceso, va a ser mejor, porque las citas para la embajada siempre toman tiempo, siempre requieren de tiempo, entonces es mejor hacer todo con anticipación.
Sí. And also, I should just mention that in general, community colleges have kind of rolling admissions. So at our school, we're on a quarter system. That means we have 4 start dates a year. Unlike, some of our university partners that will only have 2 intakes or 2 start dates a year. So that also gives you some flexibility to start with us at different times of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So then very quickly, to an overview of our admission requirements is we have an online application form. It's specifically created for international students. It's very easy to complete. You can find it on our website. A lot of other community colleges have a similar online application form. We also require that you show some bank documentation that documents your ability to cover the living and educational costs that we estimate it will cost you according to the period. So if you come for 6 months, we would want to see a bank statement of $6,000. If you came for 1 academic year or more, we're looking for a bank statement of a little bit more than 18,000 US dollars. You do not need to have a TOEFL or an IELTS. However, you can begin in our English program, and then when you complete our English program, you can enter directly into the academic program. However, if you do have the English skills, we do ask that you show them in the form of a TOEFL and IELTS. We also accept the Duolingo. Contact me for more information if you're interested in learning more about that. And then if you would like to study at the academic level, so beyond our English program, we would like to see your school documents and including your grades, and prefer to have those with an English translation. So without further ado, we are available for any questions? Cualquier pregunta?
Let's see.
I don't think there are any questions right now. No.
Okay.
Well, everything was very clear.
Well,
We
good.
try.
We're happy to, to answer any questions, and you as well, I'm sure, have, resources to answer any questions that might come along later.
Okay, so if there are no more questions, perhaps you could show your contact information in case that they want to reach out to you.
Yes. So let me see here. My email address is here. Let me see if I can find. You can also contact me via Skype or WhatsApp. I have a telephone number as well. And all of my contact information can be found on our website.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Andrea and Catherine, to both of you for all the information. It was very interesting, and for me, it was very clear. So that's why I don't think there are any questions. And well, let's hope that there are many interested Mexican students that can go to Spokane, because it seems like a very nice place to study and to live, right?
Gracias.
Yes. So really, thank you very much for your time. And well, if there are any questions, you can reach out to Catherine or to me as well. So, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.